Dear Diary, it's now day 16 without dick, and I'm starting to lose hearing in my left eye and taste in my right. My friends are worried about me because they think that I've been overeating and have an addiction to Chick-fil-A.
I'm so fucking angry with that bitch, Gina.
Hey besties, and welcome back to my shit show. If you're new, my name is Blacsiren, and what's your name? We're back at it again talking about crimes while I practice my makeup skills. A couple months ago, when you look back the videos, I didn't know how to do makeup. So I just wanted to say practice does make perfect. And in today's video, we're going to talk about the Columbine High School Massacre.
911. Yes, this is Sharon at Columbine High School. We have shots being fired.
One of the biggest and the notorious high school shootings in the United States. You know what? Actually, in the whole world. Because here's the thing, America always wants to be number one on everything. So when it comes to school shootings, gun control, no other countries can hold a candle to America. I have always known this case, but was never familiar with it until high school. I remember it was in psychology and our teacher presented this case to us, then I was like, wow. So without further ado, let's talk about it. Actually, we have two killers today. In 1999, two high school students went on a deadly rampage. Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold were a pair of school shooters, bombers, and mass murderers responsible for the April 20th, 1999 Columbine High School Massacre. They killed 13 people and wounded 21 others. Eric Harris, he was born in Wichita, Kansas on April 9th, 1981. Bitch, I thought it was Wachata until I did my research. It was actually Wichita. His father, Wayne Harris, was a U.S. Air Force transport pilot who held 11 different positions at Michigan, Ohio, New York, and etc. And because of this job, the family had to move around a lot until Wayne finally got retired early in 1993. The family settled down in Littleton, Colorado. While attending Ken Carroll Middle School, Eric met Dylan. Then they became best friends. And Dylan Klebold, he was born in Lakewood, Colorado on September 11th, 1981. His father Tom ran a small real estate business at home, and his mother Sue was an employment counselor. The family attended Lutheran church while observed some Russian Jewish ritual because his maternal grandfather was Jewish, which that doesn't make any sense because you cannot be two religions. It's like I am Christian but also Muslim. It just makes no sense to me. And back in elementary school, Dylan was actually a member of CHIPS, which stands for Challenging High Intellectual Potential Students. That means he's smart. He was in middle school one, then transferred to Ken Carroll Middle School. That's where he met Eric. And according to him, the transitioning was rather difficult. In 1995, they attended Columbine High School. They had a lot of school activities and extracurriculums like the school's play productions, the video productions, the school's news network. So you would think they blend in with school life just fine, but And according to their journeys, yes, they wrote journeys, can you believe that? They were unpopular outcasts and frequent targets of bullying. They were teased for liking Marilyn Manson, wearing black trench coats, and that's also one of the reasons why they orchestrated the whole school shooting, because they were bound with shared rage and alienation. The anger of getting bullied finally snapped, and later they started bullying others like, what the fuck? Well, never jump your conclusions because in my videos, there's so many twists and turns. According to author Dave Collins, who spent more than 10 years studying and revisiting the Columbine case, going through files after files, records after records, he discovered that the boy had very busy social lives and had no signs of being bullied. So in my opinion, I don't believe they were bullied because I watched the documentaries, I watched so many videos of them, and in the video they were wearing black sunglasses, black trench coat, and let me tell you bitch, nobody who is getting bullied will wear shit like this. And bitch, let me tell you, when I watched the video, I was like, hold on. You look like the bullies instead of being bullied. So who do you believe? Let me know in the comments. In their journal, Dylan wrote, he tried to not to pick on others, which it seemed to match with the hypothesis that Eric was the ringleader. If you know anything about criminology, if you don't, I'll tell you because I took criminology back in college. If there's a killer duo, one is always more dominant and the other one is always more submissive. And in this case, Dylan was the submissive one. And later, Eric Harris made a website where he posted himself playing graphic, violent, gory games like Doom and Quack. Well, I checked these two games. It might be violent back then, 20 years ago, but in 2022, what the fuck is this? Cooking Mama is scoring in this. Wow, even better than Mama! He also began posting his personal thoughts, like how he feel about his parents, his friends, and he vents about his personal hatred towards particular students and mostly school athletes. Why? Because they can get bitches and you cannot? You jealous? Okay, I changed it to blue and black because I want to do something colorful. You'll see, I'll show you. So what I was saying. Yeah, so later he started posting information about how to make bombs. In 1997, the parents of one of Eric's classmates, Brooks Brown, they filed a formal complaint, like a police complaint against him because their son are getting death threats from him.
The story goes, one day Brooke was supposed to pick Eric up, but he was late because he slept in. Then Eric got furious. He was so pissed, saying he's gonna kill Brooks, he's gonna make him suffer and shit like that.
Then Brooks' mother was like, aren't you guys friends? Can you just smooth it over? You guys are just teenage boys, you know? Then Brooke told his mother, no, it doesn't work like that with Eric. He never forgive. He's an injustice collector. He would do something to punish you. Like, physically, he will make you suffer. Like, bitch, what the fuck is wrong with you? The world doesn't revolve around you. On 1998, they got arrested on felony charges of criminal trespassing and stealing. They broke into a van and stole electrical equipment. They were sentenced to psychiatric treatment, counseling, and community service. So apparently, stealing is not big enough for you to go to juvie. So obviously Eric received anger management treatment and he made such a good impression on his probation officer. So he let him out. So he was like, okay, you're cool, you're no longer angry anymore, so you don't have to take this course anymore. What? In his anger management essay video, he said, and I quote, I'm happy to say that with all the help of this class and some other diversion-related experience, I do want to try and control my anger. In his private journal, however, he expressed nothing but anger and a resentment. He was like, die, 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 die. It was like that. Later on his website, he began posting his gun collection that he got it from his friend. Like, somebody bought it for him. And also I forgot to mention Dylan and Derek. Who the fuck is Derek? Eric. They worked at not Domino, not Papa John's, not Pizza Hut, but a local pizzeria called Blackjack. They also met a guy whose name is Mark Maines, who sold the TEC-DC-9 semi-automatic pistol. I think that's the name. Bitch, that was a long name for a fucking gun. Pistol to them that they used in the massacre. In my opinion, that motherfucker should go to jail. Maybe he did, I don't know. I don't want to waste my time and energy to Google, like, did he go to jail? No, I don't want to do that. I just find it so funny, like, what kind of sick person would buy underage guns? Like, what the fuck? At one point, Eric Harris tried to enlist in the US Marine, but he got rejected because he was taking an antidepressant, Luvox. Over the years, they would make videos and fake killing people. They would use fake guns and act all gangster and shit. And no one has actually anticipated or had known these videos will actually turn into a real life horror show. Today the world is going to come to an end. Today is the day we die. Okay, I am back. It took me a while. I couldn't talk and do my eyeliners at the same back, so at the same back, what the fuck? On April 20th, 1999, Eric and Dylan, they arrived at Columbine High in separate cars wearing black trench coats. They had two 20-pound propane bombs planted, one in the cafeteria, one in Dylan's car. Prior to the shooting, Eric ran into Brooks Brown, and he told Brooks, I like you, Brooks. Get out of here. Now, go home. And a lot of people don't know this actually wasn't a school shooting. This was actually a school bombing. So originally, they tried to kill all the people in the cafeteria, and if the plan executed successfully, 400 people would die. So the original plan was, when the bomb in the cafeteria detonated, obviously people would die, they would run and scream through the exit. So they can shoot the people who are running at the vantage point. And when everybody is running and screaming, the other bomb in Dylan's car would detonate. that's gonna scare the police, that's gonna distract the police. That is the plan. But these two dumb motherfuckers, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh, but they're not Talibans. They don't know how to make bombs. So the bomb malfunctioned. The bomb in the cafeteria malfunctioned, didn't detonate. And another bomb in Dylan's car detonated, but no one get hurt. It was a successful shooting, but it was a failed bombing. And the first two victims were Rachel Scott and Richard Castato. They were both 17. They were sitting on the grass now, and Rachel was killed instantly by 4 shots. And Richard was heavily injured and paralyzed by 8 shots. There were also rumors that before they killed Rachel, they asked her, "Do you believe in God?" And she said, "Yes, I do." And then they asked, "Do you still believe in God?" Then they gunned her down. But later FBI was like, "No, it never happened," so we don't know. After killing 1 more victim and injured 7 more students and teachers, they entered the school. While everybody was hiding under the desk, there was one student. He was mentally challenged, so he didn't know how to hide, and he got killed. After they killed and injured more people, and Eric said, "Let's go kill some cops." So they were having gunfights with the cops, and no one actually got hurt for some reason, and these fucking cops can't even fucking aim. There was no snipers, you're telling me? And according to witnesses, it was almost like a game to them. They would pull up the chair because there were people hiding under the desk, and they would be like, "Peekaboo, I found you," and they shot the student. And bitch, like, imagine this happens to you. That's just fucked up, let me tell you that. They will walk around, make eye contacts with the students who were hiding in the classrooms, but never actually get in. They just like the feeling of scaring people. And now they're just walking back and forth from the classroom to the library to the cafeteria. They're just aimless at this point. And after having a third shootout with the police, they started a fire by lighting a Molotov cocktail on the table. Then Eric and Dylan turned their guns to themselves, committed suicide by shooting themselves in the head, ending the 49-minute long rampage. So there was a theory that Eric actually killed Dylan first, then killed himself. Later, the police found out the gun was in his right hand, but Dylan was left-handed. And that bitch was the Columbine High School Massacre. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. The reason why I'm doing this case is because after 20 years, the gun control, the school shooting, there's still an issue in America. So you're telling me that you need to be 18 to smoke, 21 to drink, but you can get a gun at the age of 16. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and remember, be safe, be vigilant. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.